Oh, man. Welcome back. Do I love you guys? Welcome to Pirate Picks, where every day we grab the booty with your host, Yards, Captain John, OPMG, D-Rock, Tyler C. Insight. Oh, my gosh. I sound terrible. I look even worse. Travis Sweet, what's going on, y'all? Nick Johnson, guys. How's everyone doing? Hopefully better than me, but there is no, you're right, you can't fake this funk. There's no quitting this little engine. I'm chugging along. Real quick before we get into it, full slate, we really got to hurry. Hayden K, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Congratulations, by the way. Some humble people in here. Oh, my boy Hayden just cashed his second, GPP. No big deal. Whatever. $1,500. Whatever. No big deal. 24 cents a day using the algo. Smart people. Hello. Sometimes, you got to pay, right? So, oh my gosh, I'm dying. All right, real quick before we jump into it, my funny story. Fire Sports, what's up, kiddo? Miss you, man. The doctor opens the door. Like I was a kid, I went right to the doctor. The doctor opens the door. I'm sitting on the, the table, whatever. And she goes, ah! 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 She did not want to go near me. At that point, I drove there with one eye covered, the other one crusted, boogers hanging from every orifice. Welcome. Call to the pen, part of the Hammer Betting Network with Big Johnny at John Laghezza, JOHNLEGZZA. John Laghezza Flow, sharper than a razor. Catch me on a Bluebird app. Rate, review, and subscribe to the audio-only people. God, I'm just out of it right now. I'm really shot. They gave me 3 different antibiotics. They almost looked at me as like Mr. Burns, right? You're so sick, like you're not sick. Eye drops, ear drops, antibiotics, and she told me to shut up. I was like, good luck with the last one, yo. Enough of that, more of this. Fastest show in MLB absolutely anywhere. No kidding about that. I was just talking to him, Jay Bird on the 1s and 2s, right? Hat tip to my man hanging out with Mr. Cooper yesterday. Really came through for me. He really did, man. Right? Sometimes you got to rely on people. And I'm like the one-man band, like the lone wolf. I do a lot of my own. I don't need to be motivated. Good lesson for everybody out there. Be a self-starter. One of the best tips I got as a young man. Don't wait for someone to ask you to do something. Why don't you go get it? No one's going to give it to you in this life. My friend Jerry used to say that. Let's get into it. I was thinking about maybe going a little bit differently. Like, I wonder if maybe I should be reading the algo scores first and then making sure that I spend less time on it, right? Sometimes I do all this analysis, and it's like, wait, that was stupid because either the price is no good or something. So let's dive right up into it. First up, the Tigers, Detroit Rock City, Michael Lorenzen going to Cleat Town to face Bieber Fever, driving all the young girls wild. Although, you look at the model right there. Like I said, I'm kind of maybe digging this. Bring up the F5 total for me, Jay. This one probably moved. I wasn't quick enough to get it out there. Although, yeah, there's only a single one left. What I was getting at, people, there was an 3.5 hung this morning. There's one left, but it's juiced up. So I can't force it on people. But if you get the 3.5, you go for it. Let's see if we can find our way to get to the 4. I was just curious on that. I know I had that starred. Why do we have the over? Well, Lorenzen, 5 ERA, 1.4 whip. I mean, he just doesn't get swings and misses. 7.5 swing strike, 19 whiff. Those are all way too low. He does get ahead and keep the ball down. Plus, the Cleveland offense is really kind of confusing. One of the true disparities from X stats. Cleveland Guardians, right? People are kind of looking at the surface stuff and they're terrible. 210 batting average, less 500 plate appearances, 573 OPS, garbage, right? In that time frame, though, they're like top 8 expected WOBA against righties. You can't really fool expected WOBA. It's how hard you hit the ball and what angle you hit the ball at, and then the rest kind of shakes out. So I think better times on the horizon for Cleveland. The problem is they're generally thought of as a disciplinary team. But right now they're striking out, not walking and chasing, right? Not normally the tenant. So I would be getting away from the Guardians offense until those disciplinary stats kind of correct. Flip side, Bieber Fever, 2.96 ERA, 107 whip. Earned indicator's not really buying it. PFIP north of 5, Sierra 4 3/4. The K rate way too low at 16. The walk rate is good, which we expect at 6. He's getting ahead, which we expect, and keeping the ball down. But really getting hit very hard is Shane Bieber. I guess that's always been part of his thing. I remember when the first year in, talking about the hard hit rate up at 49%, 90% zone contact. So, they're getting the stick on the ball, but he's such a control specialist that you generally have to give him the hat tip. Right? Detroit offense, little bit of red on the page. If you're familiar or unfamiliar, you can follow me on Twitter. The pinned tweet will take you to Sharpener. You can click on that book. It's free still. It's white. It's open. I'm just not promoting it as free anymore because I don't want to piss people off the page, but like, you go check it out. You can follow along in real time, kind of make your own decisions, like Hayden does, or the people smarter than me, right? Again, good advice. Don't tell anybody. Although, good. I mean, if you want to take like 3/4 of my plays, that's probably a good idea, right? Because I expect to win, but I'm not going to win them all. So you should be kind of taking the smartest people and taking the best plays, not that implying the smart. Anyway, Detroit putting lots of line drives, top 5 line drive rate, 111 WRC plus because of the 268 batting average of scoring runs because they're stealing bases. Number 1 in steals, 30 steals. Keep an eye on those Tigers, right? That'll do it. So we could probably see, again, where we kind of get that over. The bullpens are both really good. That was why I was talking about the F5. I have a feeling, Fleet or Fishman. Hey, hollow to that, Colton. Yeah, so I wouldn't be going full game here. I kind of feel like we get in the push. But I guess we could go for the 04. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, maybe I should be a little more consistent because we are kind of round on the year. So, Jay, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to try and be a little more conservative until I feel really strongly. I think I'm going to pull back. Right, even though it's honestly theoretical, though, the stuff that I put on my page, I'm betting on. Most of this stuff is overlap that I have money on, but not all of it. I don't go back to Colts, which is too much for me. This is more of an instructional how-to, how to build, how to execute. That I truly believe in. I just can't guarantee the output. So I'd probably leave this one. Again, like I said, I'd probably just start up, right? The algo kind of told you to leave it alone. But I want to check the 3.5. Next up, Colorado Rockies and Connor Seabold. Sounds like a horse name. Going to Pittsburgh to face Louis L. Ortiz. Good luck finding Louis Ortiz if you're into finding baseball stats. Yeah, right, Hayden, please. No. It does take a village, man. It doesn't. 2 sets of eyes. And I like to provide what I feel is the most effective data. And then, like I said, hopefully people are spending more time in it than I am. You got to really think about how much time I spend building your sheets, putting up the show, producing. We got to do all this stuff. If I was just professionally betting, when I was just betting, like I got up at 5 o'clock, I smashed that 3.5. I don't have to tell anybody about it. You know what I mean? It's a different world trying to do what we're doing here. You got to keep that in mind. Ortiz, this is his debut. Oftentimes they do go after them, but he's been excellent so far in minor league. 32 innings, 2.2 ERA, 0.96 WHIP. 54 ground ball, and I lost it, but the home run rate was really low. Also, I think it might have been a half home run. So Louis Ortiz, really good. Keep an eye. Also, the reason I mentioned him, what we've mentioned about, good job, Fire Sports. He's a good fantasy ad right now, especially pitching stinking. The Pirates, and people are slow to this, are one of the better pitching workers right now, and everyone's like, oh, yeah. Before Vince Velasquez going down, he's pitching like an ace. Mitch Keller just threw a complete game shutout. Right? Rowanzi looks really good. So no more just LOLing the Pirates away. I got stung again, man. I should, especially not feeling that I should pull back, but another story, another day. Pirates offense is very hit and miss right now. They were very good to start the year. They're starting to slow up a bit. The power's dried up. The bottom 3 in homers last 500. The zone contact is dropping, right? The hard rates are dropping. So I think you could see this is not necessarily like I'm not buying the Pirates. We love the Pirates. This is down sine wave, and this is a very good example in real time of why I think my work sticks out, right? It's never as simple as good or bad. It's good or bad plus timing. Teams and players move in waves. The Pirates really spiked, and I just think we're going through a natural, negative regression for the Pirates. That's it. This one I'm over also. Bring up the F5 for me. Actually, F5, let me go Pens first, right? We always want to use bullpen data to kind of dictate. Both of these bullpens have actually been very good. Colorado and Pittsburgh, both very good. Last, 45 innings, they scored 14 days. Also have season stats. So as good as I think I know people say, oh, well, you pitched Ortiz being good. As a rule, I generally like to attack hit debut hitters, pitchers, whether it's IL or promotion, right? It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? MLB is a very difficult league. Plus the nerves and the big lights and all that stuff. So is F5 at 4? Okay, man, it's 4.5 juiced. But I think if we can get 120, I'll go there. Jay, my vision is good. You got to walk me through it, man. I'm just seeing flashes, baby. No, might be time for you to wipe the eyeball. Man, it's at 125. Yuck. No, I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna especially until we sign wave back up. I'm gonna pull back on the stuff I don't believe in. I don't want to be willy-nilly people tailing and stuff. So again, maybe we're working our way towards that bag. I should have mentioned in the mixed bag, right? Where these are I'm leaning towards overs. I also have Pittsburgh on the win, minus 170 favorites, plus 120 on the run line. Man, if it wasn't Ortiz's debut, you'd probably get that. I may think about that as a parlay hit. Pittsburgh run line, right? Where I like to get exposure, the games that I like, but just come with too much to be betting serious cash on. All right, next up, Flatfish of Florida, Zach Eflin going to Baltimore to face the Blackbirds with orange vests and Grayson Rodriguez. Man, Eflin's been great. And shame on me. I was into him when he was with the Phillies, and he was just always hurt. We should have known when Tampa gave him the money there was something going on, right? 2.25 ERA, sub 1 WHIP. All the indicators under 3. I mean, that's a big deal. 28% K to 3% walk, 26K minus walk, 33 CSW, 64 first strike, 39 O swing. There it is, everybody. Our first bully of the day, Zach Eflin, major bully. Let's look at the Baltimore offense. They're getting it done on the surface, but I got to be honest, the underlying stuff's a little scary. They're scoring top 5 in runs, top 8 in average, top 8 OBP. Got the mute on for that one, baby. However, right, so again, hopefully this is part of the nuance that we're bringing. Bottom 8 swing and strike, bottom 8 chase rate, bottom 8 zone contact, bottom 8 line drive, bottom 5 pull rate, bottom 10 hard hit rate. Also, this is a very heavy split team. That's got to be bottom 5, bottom 8. It's a sub 300 expected WOBA against righties. Sometimes bottom 8, bottom 5 matters less than where it falls. Remember, 300 X WOBA is a very good benchmark. If pitchers are below, right, they're doing very well. If hitters are below, they're hitting very poorly. Right, so just keep those benchmarks in mind. Eflin's just been really tough. Baltimore has stunk against righties. Of course, the problem is always the juice. I'm looking at it now. I'm actually surprised. How about I got minus 135 Tampa. I don't know if I want to go to cover up the run. Maybe I'm being a little too cowardly, Jay. Why? Grayson Rodriguez, 5.46 ERA, 1.5 WHIP. Like normally we'd be thinking attack, but it's however, XFIP Sierra North, south of 4, 30% K. The walk rate's a bit high, but the swing and strikes are there. The whiff rate is there. He's getting chases. He suffered from a 375 BABIP. Usually, one of the easiest ways to say, I don't know, man. He's getting, like I said, he's getting the swings and misses. It's just, the problem, of course, is Tampa, but keep this in mind. This is why I haven't pulled the trigger. Well, I'm kind of leaning towards this 135 Tampa win, but betting on Tampa feels like a donkey. Anyway, I mentioned Rodriguez, where he's excelled is winning in the zone. Swings and misses. Tampa Bay last 500 PAs. 25% K, 12.5 swing strike, 34 chase, 84 in zone contact. Those are all very low. Those are all well below average. Looking at the barrel rate is there, and the hard hit rates are there. But right now, it actually looks like Tampa might be going down sine wave on offense. They have so many good pieces. And the pitching is so good that, you could score 2 or 3 on them. They're not really out of it. And it's hard to hang 8s on Tampa. So maybe we should hit this. I got 130 on the full game. What's your full game look like, Jay? If it's still 150, I just can't go with that. We'll parlay it. I'm having trouble looking for the covers. Again, I'm being a little cowardly, but Baltimore bullpen, it's been good, right? 3.5 ERA. We know Cano's lurking back there. We know Batista's lurking back there. They're walking guys, putting balls in the air and barrels. Man, maybe I'm talking myself into it. How about Tampa Bay run line? Let's get it. Let's get with the plus odds, Jay. Although I think where I want to, OPMJ, I hear you. Same for fire. Yeah, I think we're gonna get the cover. I really do. Especially at plus 125. This is how I've always made my bones. Is kind of working the algo scores and ignoring my brain. Right. Again, I have Tampa with the easy cover on the algo. So let's go for it. Plus 125. Drop a dime on it. Next up, Oh, my God. Max Scherzer. Let's go, Mets go. Old blue-eyed chairman of the board. Going to Cincinnati to face Luke Dreamweaver. Oh, Scherzer driving everybody nuts around here in New York, man. When is this guy getting on the mound? 5.5 ERA, 1.4 whip. I mean, you just can't believe it. Again, if there's anybody that we're willing to throw away 23 innings of work from, it's Max Scherzer, but it's been really, really bad. The stuff plus in the fastball is good. The swing and strike is good. First strike is good. Other than that, it's really bad. 58 fly ball, 13.5 barrel. Scherzer's been a bit of a disaster lately. But again, I just think it's the lack of routine. I don't know. And it's in a tough park. So I definitely think the donkey money is on the Mets to cover, right? If you're paying minus 125 for the Mets to cover, I'm not buying that. I'd be more leaning towards the over if I wanted any action. Why? I mentioned Scherzer struggling. Weaver, 7.9 ERA, 1.7 whip, OPS north of 1,000. I mean, just ridiculous. I was looking for some Mets splits, and I guess the Mets have not really hit well, I guess. Because I really couldn't I was trying to force it almost. Mets. Last 500 plate appearances. Check it out. 225 batting average, 294 OBP, 657 OPS. That's terrible. They have 10 homers and 5 doubles in 500 plate appearances. That is awful. 86 WRC plus. Woba as a team at 292. Just atrocious. Though they are really struggling against lefties. They've not been good against righties either. Keeping in mind, man, something's got to give, right? The movable force and the stoppable object. Something's got to give. Let's take a look at these Mets, man. Can we find something? Man, the Mets stink so bad. I guess we got Nimmo. Nimmo's like old, reliable. His base hits are probably over 1.5, though. Although I guess he might feel like a good total base guy. We got at least even money. I think even money on Nimmo from a quick look looks like just about it. I mean, just absolutely brutal. I mean, I guess I got Beatty on a ring against righties. I don't know, man. You can tell, like I'm a little cloudy, and I'm being chicken. So bring up the Beatty prop. Although if he's buried in the lineup, I don't think I want to go there either. A little bit of real time shopping for you. Mama said you got to shop around. You got to shop around, right? I mean, it's like they wrote a whole song about it. Beatty's batting 5th and 6th. He's even been 7th or 8th, so I don't know if I could go there. Although maybe, you know what? Maybe he's a good hit. Let's store Beatty in the base hit basket. Because frankly, I'm not really crazy about the Nimmo extra bases. I mean, I got 259 batting average last 31 PAs. He's been okay. I mean, he's always a piece to get on, but I like to look for, heavy ISO for extra base hits, right? Nimmo is a singles guy, and he walks a lot. So, again, this one's probably over, right? We should have I think everything in Cincinnati is over or not. Mets bullpen, 5.5 ERA, 44 fly ball, 9 barrel, last 47 innings. The whip low, walk low, but they're getting cracked. The misses are bad. Cincinnati, not much better, 4 ERA, 1.3 whip. Underlying statistics pretty good, though. Hard hit rates down, barrel rates down, home runs down. So I don't know if we get the 10 here. Again, Mets offense stinks. Reds offense stinks. The average is there, but, I mean, talk about a Fugazi, right? Reds, top 8 in batting average, 750 OPS. They don't strike out, which is good, but 24% hard hit rate, 4% barrel is just so bad. Like, they're not doing anything with the stick. So I'm going to keep Beatty in mind. But other than that, man, leave this one alone. How could you have the confidence in Scherzer right now? Yeah, the Dream Weaver, baby. He's been a Dream Weaver for DFS people, right? I mean, you're giving up runs like that, and I don't see any signs of stopping. So maybe Mets team total. I mean, but they stink. Is it 6 runs the Mets team total? Bring up last thing and we'll go. I'm sorry, I'm so scrambled. I normally have this stuff handy, but I'm out over my skis right now. Because the Mets full game team total, I can see going to 5. Yeah, it is 6. No thanks. Because the bullpen stats not there. All right, next up. God, I'm like a waste right now. It's the Bluebirds and Alek Manoah leaving the wonderful country of Canada, head to the dirty city of Philadelphia, Broad Street, and those fighting Phils. It's Manoah and Nola. 2 disappointments. I mean, Manoah especially, it's been really rough. I was kind of a Manoah backer. I didn't get to him in fantasy drafts. Luckily, other people liked it more than me. It's been a rough go. The 4.7 ERA is too high, but the 1.7 whip, really, really scary. XFIP, expected ERA, Sierra, deserved ERA, all at 5 or worse. Why? 6% K minus walk. 9% swing strike, 21 whiff, 53 first strike. Those are extremely low. I mean, not at all the bulldog we thought we were getting with Manoah. In zone contact right now up near 88. Though, in his defense, he has suppressed contact. You know, I know that 9 barrel is like people look at that, but I'm more into blast when it comes to pitcher contact. Like who really got it? You know, barrels are not everything. 1 1/4 home runs per 9 on 3.5 blasts. So you could see the upside because Manoah likes to work up, so he gets those pop-ups. But too many are going out right now, so it's a bit scary for Manoah. Other side, Nola, ERA at 4.64, but the 1.13 whip. What are we buying? It's really a mixed bag. The K rate is so low, you know, because he's not getting any whiffs. Aaron Nola, 21 whiff rate, not at all what you'd expect. 89 zone contact, 42 fly ball without the pop-ups. He has suppressed contact and get the ball in the yard. But he's really getting touched. Also, the curveball's been a major point of contention for Nola so far this year. You got to be leaning on Toronto. I know I posted the F5 total, but I think it moved. What's the full game total for Toronto? This one I could see getting to 6. I don't think it'll be 6 for Nola. Maybe it's 4.5, and I'm going to be digging that one. Again, just how we kind of get to these things. Yeah, 4 even. Let's hit it before it moves. You know, remember, people, that one of the times that I will pay juice, being a nefarious cheapskate that I am, is when it's worth the run in our advantage, right? You're paying those 25 cents for a push to get the money back. Like, that's what it's all about. Forget Kelly probabilities and all this stuff. So Philadelphia bullpen last 43 innings, 5 ERA, 1.4 whip. To back up the struggles with Nola, but we're really betting on the Toronto offense, right? They're starting to heat up. We mentioned this. And now they're getting it going. Top 3 offense, just easy, you know, just doing everything. Because I like to look for, again, nuance and context, combinations of discipline, 20K, 9 swing strike, but also hard hit. Number 1 in hard hit rate, 12% barrel, 45 hard hit. For those math majors out there, that's a 120 WRC plus. Toronto rocking and rolling. I don't have the faith in Manoah. So maybe it's over also. I guess maybe we went for 4. The O is 9. I guess okay. It all makes sense. It's all good. Philly offense been a bit concerning for me. That is why I'm looking at it now. Why I didn't go full game over, in case anyone was wondering. You know, sub 300 OBP, sub 680 OPS as a squad, 5.5 walk, bottom 5 in chase rate, bottom 8 in pull rate, 297 WOBA, 83 WRC plus. That's a Phillies team offense. Last 500 plate appearances. You know, with the rough bullpen. Again, if I had any faith in Manoah, I'd be looking for Toronto to win this one. I guess as a dog, it maybe makes some sense, but you're going to have to slug. Yeah, agreed, OPMG. The Jays are starting to cook on offense, but they got to get the pitching going with Manoah, right? Then today's not really the day to be betting the money line, right? Let's get behind the sticks, the thing that we have the faith in, that the numbers kind of back. Next up, Elephants on beach balls. Oakland Athletics, Drew Rucinski going into the Bronx to face the Bombers and Clark Schmidt. Over? Over? Just like insta over. F5's at 5. I don't like to go to 6. What's a full game? Is it 9.5? If full game's 9.5, we probably can get that. Ooh. Now again, Jay, I'd rather pay the juice on 8.5 than get even money for 9. Again, paying the juice to cash the play. Oakland team total 3.5 plus money. Digging that also. Maybe we'll do a few of these. Let's mix it. Okay, Jay, let's try something a little different. How about this? Let's do the double total, but let's go 5. Let's split 5 and 5. Right. So I guess you're going to bet. It's bet 7 to win 5 on the full game total. And oh gosh, I spun myself because I really like that Michael K play. I really wanted up my Michael K. Well, fitting for the Yankee game. The plus money in the 3.5, but it's really Rucinski. All right, just backing up, Jay. I'm an ass. I really am. I got to apologize to people. I'm going to post that. I'm going to post that and credit you, Mike. I'm going to post that later on. I have the F5 going also. I think I hit it before it moved. So let's get the full 8.5. These guys have just stunk. Rosiski, 7.7 ERA, 2.25 whip. Well, they deserved ERA above 8. He's a negative K-minus walk. Negative. More walks than strikeouts. That's not going to do it. 94 contact. 1,600 OPS to lefties. Give me Anthony Rizzo, player props. How's that sound? We'll get it there. Right, so that'll be our mixed exposure. Is Rizzo still at 1 plus 125? Because I think that's a good shot for total bases. If he's in the plus money, putting on the Riz. Well, forget that. How about a 140 spot? Get it where we fit around here. Right. Just looking to pick on is Brzezinski is just inability to pitch to lefties. He's going to miss. And then, we have the porch going. Does the home run start with a 7 or 6? When the total base is a 140, sometimes the home run, see, they got us. No. Take the 140 opposed to 400. If that number was a 6, then you break down a split for me. Even 550, let's say. So again, these offenses are actually not as bad as people think. The Oakland offense is funny, man. The results just not there. They do a lot of things right, though. Right? The doubles and homers are there because they put the ball up and they pull. Which, no matter what your hard hit rate is, if you have a high fly ball rate and a high pull rate, you're gonna hit home runs. We talked about this at the Athletic over the offseason. But when you look at these surf stats, it's so bad, man. 25K, 13 swing strike, 83 zone contact is the A's. 27 hard hit, 276 expected WOBA against righties last 500. But they managed to scratch runs across. You know what I think it is? Excuse me. Good pitchers straight up dominating the A's. And then they get it against the bad pitchers, right? And all that up and down is leaving you with this middle stuff. Clark Schmidt's been a really tough call, and I like Schmidt, man, but it's been rough. 950 OPS in the season, 5.83 ERA. Deserved the ERA up near 7. The Sierra down near 4, so you raise the eye, right? Because it came in his walk is in place. However, not really getting whiffs, way too many foul balls, way too much contact. 52 hard hit, 10% blast, not barrel, blast, remember. That's more than 2 home runs per 9. So I just think something's got to give, right? That's why I like the over here. One of these guys is going to collapse, it feels like. And then, though the Yankee bullpen is good, the middle of the Yankee bullpen is not, right? Once you blow them up, you can get them. Same for Oakland. Oakland bullpen is just, here, let's bring these up. These are comical. Oakland bullpen on the year, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I can't believe it's real. On the season, dead last. 6.7 ERA, 1.75 whip, 1% K-minus walk, 25 chase, 88 zone contact, 42 hard hit, 9 barrel. That's the worst. How could that be your bullpen on the season? That's the stats for a pitcher that we're going to go against or, demote to the minor leagues, let alone your entire bullpen for an entire season. So whatever, team total, let's move it on. It's Boston, Nick Pivetta, Atlanta, Charlie Morton, Nicky P, and Uncle Chuck. Pivetta is what it is, right? It's just what you're going to get. 5 ERA, 1.3 whip, just very blah. Too many walks, too many fly balls, too many barrels. That number is out of control this year. 17% barrel. That's a 377 xWOBA, 476 expected on contact. That's just outrageous. And it's all from lefties. So, you're thinking Braves lefties. We got to be thinking Matty Olson. Let's get some total bases up. Same thing, Jay, right? We're finding a routine here. If it's plus 120 or better, it's like an auto smash. Then we go over to the home runs to look for the double before we whack it. All right, well, seeing that the total bases for Olsen is 115, we could probably guarantee the home run will start with a 3. Check it out, Jay. Just confirm. It starts with a 2. I was wrong, but to my, on the right side of it. So let's take the over 1.5 total bases. Olsen, GOAT. Although it's weird, I do, obviously, I have a baseball show with statistics, and we quote them. That's part of it, right? And part of it is recency, and part of it is not saying using stuff I don't believe in, but it's using stuff that you have to have maybe more faith in it than you want to. And that's probably it for Olsen. He's been getting a go in the last week or so, it looks like. Again, this is more I believe in the hitter. 500 slug, 880 OPS, 250 ISO list, 30 PAs against righty. Batting average is 250. Again, we're not really looking for that. We're looking for the double or the homer. Again, he's like a walking extra base machine. So give me Olsen. Let's take a quick look at Uncle Chuck. 3.38 ERA, which is nice, but the 1.44 whip is way too high for that. Right? And the earned run estimators, again, this is how we like to use these things. Expected at 5.25. I average him out at 4.5. That's not very good. Stuff plus in the fastball at 76. He's more of a curve guy, though. But the 10% walk, 54 first strike, 91 zone contact. What does it mean? He's not getting ahead. He's falling behind. He's got a challenge in the zone where he's not winning. 10% swing and strike. Charlie Morton, not good. He does keep the ball down, 50 fly ball. He has limited contact, 7 barrel. He has dominated, right? I mean, absolute domination of righties. 587 OPS on the season to righties. The problem has been lefties. So, I mean, what we're thinking, I don't know, man. I wasn't really thinking about going up after Morton. But, of course, if we're thinking lefties and red laundry in Boston, I mean, you got to be thinking about my boy Devers. He is like such a GOAT. I know Jason's not listening to the show, but Jason DuPont, known high-stakes player, NFPC guy, big Boston Red Sox fan, like the biggest Red Sox fan you ever met in your life. It's almost sickening. I told this to him. Me and him did like a Yankees-Red Sox episode, and he was right about the Red Sox. He actually turned my mind around on them. I was very low on the offense, and he was like, I think you're looking at it the wrong way. That he thought they pieced together something that kind of could be special. And Boston offense right now, I mean, it's top 3, easy. And they're stealing bases, right? 32 steals, last 500. That's top 5. Top 5 in runs. 308 batting average as a team. 850 OPS as a team. 17K. Nice when you strike. Good for 370 WOBA, 131. WRC plus N. 355 expected WOBA against righties. Boston is the best right-hand hitting team in the league right now, according to the X stats, right? Launch velocity. I can see the case for Duran as well, I guess. That probably makes some sense. Duran's look really good. I got to check the lineup placement, though. You know me, I have all these tabs open because that stuff is how it matters. I don't know if I want to go chase him for 5. Maybe Duran feels like a base hit prop guy. Total base, you're going to be looking for Devers. I just don't know if it's juicy enough. I mean, like, Rafael Devers can get to anybody. He's struggled, you know, as of late. But again, Rafi Devers down sine wave is like 4 days, 7 days time. You know what I mean? The guy doesn't go. He doesn't go in the tank. He's such a good hitter. But all right, maybe I'll leave that one. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I have to have this one for an over. I said I was going to start with the algo. I didn't do it because it's like making me uncomfortable. I fear change. Yeah, I'm actually slight under on the 5.5 F5. The books have this one juiced up, so I got this one really down to the wire. Nothing in the bullpens really stick out again. You know, I kind of showed you the inner workings of the model. Both of the bullpens have been good, not great. Sub 4 ERA, sub 1-2 whips, single digit walk rates, sub 7 walk rates, which I like to look at. Also sub 6 barrel, right? Good combination for a bullpen. So it's all right, just leaving this one. Next up. Oh my gosh, do I have to hurry? I probably have to hurry. It's Jack Flaherty and the Cardinals going to Chicago and Jameson Taillon. I swear, I bet on the Cubs, and it's like the death is just, I can't get the Cubs right. Algo has another guess it. You guessed it. Algo has a Cubs run line cover. I don't know who from Chicago got into the Algo. Taillon 5.3 ERA. It's not any good. All the indicators really strong, though, and I guess that's the Algo strength. FIP at 2.5, expected at 3.3, Sierra 3.6. Other side, Flaherty, Sierra expected, FIP all north of 5, deserved the array at 5.6. 14% walk rate. That's going to just kill you. 25-0 swing. So he's just not winning at all. He's winning in the zone. Rick, that slider's always been filthy, keeping it down 48%. But again, he's really struggled with lefties. I don't know what's going on. We see these crazy splits here. 550 OPS to righties, 1,000 to lefties. Put Ian Happ in the base hit basket, of course. Wish I thought of that yesterday. I had so many Pirates. When I was done, I was like, what the freak am I doing here? God, Connor Joe got the base hit. Didn't get the 2 bases. Santana didn't get the hit, and just everything went to shite yesterday. Bullpen. St. Louis bullpen has been trash, and the Cubs bullpen has been freaking excellent. Man, I feel like such a donkey. Bring up the stupid Cubs run line again. They keep juicing it up. I keep having it hit on the model, so I keep going to this stupid play, man. Drive me nuts. I got plus like 160 on the Cubs run line. It's insane, yo. You too, man. Hit it. You gotta hit it, man. Unbelievable. Now, the one behind this is not Cubs love. So the St. Louis got it done yesterday. It took everything they had, though. I was watching it, throwing up, of course. Again, I like to do my vomiting during the game. I don't complain afterwards. That's not a winning strategy. It's good betting advice. Don't complain after it's over. Honestly, what a waste of energy. Put your energy into the next cap, into positivity. And if you don't want to work, you want to vent, go paint something. You seriously. Yeah, so they kind of burned up. Everybody, Helsley pitched each of the last 2 days. He will not be available. Cabrera threw 31 pitches yesterday. He's not going to be available. Hicks threw 26 pitches. He doesn't go back-to-back. He's not going to be available. So it's Gallegos, Romero, and Stratton. So hopefully I'm not the donkey, but give me the plus 160 Cubs run line with the Ian Happ base hit, and let's move it on. Michael, Waka Waka Waka. It's Fozzie Bear and the San Diego Padres, those Friar Tucks, going to the Twin Cities to meet Louis Vuitton Varland. I mean, the numbers here are just absolutely crazy. Both pitchers, 5.5 ERA or worse, 1.4 WHIP or worse, 8.30 OPS or worse. This is easy. I can cap two guys at once. For Waka, XFIP, expected, deserved, ERAs all above 5.25. For Varland, FIP, deserved, above 6, but XFIP, Sierra, below 3. The mixed bag. So what does that mean? You're generally getting disciplinary strength. Okay, that's usually at the heart of the disparities. I forget all of them. I used to know all the stuff like the back of my head. Some regress fly balls, and some use StatCast data, and some have pork adjust expected stuff. Again, I don't know the right answer. That's why I like to present them all. The answer, the closest we're going to get, is probably an aggregate of the best ones. So Walker and Varland both kind of stunk. Flip side on the splits, though, right? So Walker really struggling with lefties. I'm not sure what that means to us for Minnesota. That's not really a strength of theirs. I got, gosh, in heaven help me. I mean, is Kirilov back? God, I really should be paying better attention right now. My fantasy game is slacking when I got sick. You know, Kirilov is back for 1 day. I think you got to let it happen. I'm just seeing this one. This one should explode, right? Believe it or not, like I'm under on that. Go figure. Let's see if we can figure out why. I think I might go under on it. Sometimes I disobey the algo. San Diego offense starting to get up off the mat. 270 average, 360 OBP. The OBP that's top 3 because of the 12% walk, 9 swing, strike, 87 zone contact. Quality of contact has struggled, but I think it's going to happen for the Padres. 349 W OBA. 122 WRC plus. They've really struggled against righties, but again, you know, with Tatis back, rising tide. I think because you're right again. Hopefully it's not guessing. Right, one of the tenets of the show is we look to disciplinary stats to pretend production on offense. So I think that's what's happening. Jay, maybe this one over in the parlay because I'm just not buying it. I mean, the answer is I'm looking at it now. The answer is the bullpen ERA. So we'll stash that one. We're gonna get a parlay. I've been liking these parlays at the end of the show. Again, I do it for my subs as well. I don't want people to think I'm wasteful, you know, or like whatever I throw away. I don't do that. All right, we're not going to make it to the end today. I know somehow I'm supposed to be working fast because I don't feel good. All right, next up, White Sox and Gio. Kansas City and Jordan Lyles. Gio's getting it back, man. He looks great. My algo is starting to fall back in love with him. Lyles, not so much. The thing is, the Royals' offense is just going bananas right now. All the stuff the algo loves, right? The OBP through the roof because the hard hit rate, the pull rate, hard hit barrel, everything just bright red. Last 500 plate appearances. They're also stealing bases. Think about that, right? That's been a running theme. Successful offenses are stealing. So I'd like to bet on Gio, but I don't want to pay the juice. Though I really think they toss the Royals. I've struggled with this Chicago bullpen. Has been so bad. So that's why I struggle with the run line. Put the White Sox money line in the parlay bin and let's move it on. I got to hustle, man. I told you. Noah Syndergaard and the Trolley Dodgers go to Mill A, Walk A, according to Alice Cooper and Eric Lauer. This one again, I've just got scoring. You know, I'm not buying it. right? We're hitting the point in the season. We're getting crappy pitching. I mean, I love pitching analysis so much, but like it's just crap, right? Do you need to hear it's crap? Noah Syndergaard has a 6 ERA. Lauer has a 1.5 whip and a 6 deserved ERA. They both have a 9% swing strike rate or worse. Now, Syndergaard really losing in the zone. Lauer's been a bit better in the zone, but they're both giving up home runs. Lauer worse than Syndergaard. Lauer also with the 431 expected WOBA on contact. Like when you get to him, it's been really, really bad. And guess what? It's all righties. He's a lefty. I mean, it's just like I had a Chris Taylor home run, I know, pop up. Dodgers offense really bad on the splits against lefties. I got to double check. Dead last, believe it or not. Dodgers dead last 263 ex-WOBA against lefties. So that's why I really haven't gotten to this one. Kicking myself. I didn't pick Milwaukee in the parlay when I meant, whatever, I can't. No excuses, everybody. No excuses. Right? If you're going to play hurt, we don't want to hear it, right? I decided to suit up. I decided to play. I can't complain. I struck out 4 times. I want to because my eye boogers in my eyes. If there's ever a good reason to strike out, it's the old eye booger, obviously. So I think we're going to fade this one. Dodgers and Milwaukee's a tough one in the first place. I probably should have kept an eye. It's so hard for me to keep up with live lines. Speaking of which, bring up that bet stamp graphic. Let people know where we're shopping these awesome stuff, and I'll help you out. It's betstamp.app/call to the pen. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. All right, Jay, thank you so much, my friend. Now let's see who can figure out if that had anything to do with the eye booger reference. Love all you people, man. Again, nothing like this. Anywhere on the internet, review and subscribe. Get up in the comments if you're digging what we're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just not like this, right? It's analysis, you're getting laughs. We're doing theory, we're doing application. But it's also very communal. We're working together. I really tried my hardest to teach without talking down. I really hope that people think that this feels reciprocal, right? It means a lot to me that that I'm porous, right? I'm open. I'm porous. I can be penetrated. Oh boy, before I get freaking canceled. Let's go. Astros and Angels, Framber Valdez, Shohei Ohtani, the GOAT, the boss man. I'm even under on the 4 here. You want to go? You want to do that? Let's get nutty. I mean, I haven't gone with unders. Hey, Jay, can we find an under 4 here for F5? Under 3. I can't go under 3.5. That's banana. Who the hell is going under 3.5? Yo, it's ridiculous. That's so nuts. That's crazy. Under 3.5. You pay the juice to go under 4. Let me just check the offenses really quick. Let me just do a quick check. Houston offense, you know what? It's been bad, but we may have just seen like the click up yesterday, right? They come alive. Jordan is back. Bregman's been terrible, and it's funny hearing people. We're at that point in fantasy season where people, that's it. I've had enough. I've had enough. Alex Bregman sucks. I'm dropping him. The second you drop him, it's going off. That's it. Not like, oh, that's how life works. Because that's how markets work. Sine waves are depressing. They beat you down. So I'm a little nervous. I am so nervous about shorting these 2 teams. Why? LA offense been awesome. Oh, my God, Jay. How are we going to go under this? 293 team batting average, 350 OBP, 804 OPS, not striking out. Top 3 in strikeouts, top 3 in contact, top 5 hard hit, and top 5 in barrel. Man, that's going to be a really tough go for Framber, but I love Framber. Valdez, 2.60 ERA, 116 whip. Indicators confirmed, 20K minus walk. I mean, he's awesome, and he's the worst pitcher in this game. Let's go under the 4. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I mean, it'd be a shock for me. Like, I honestly don't. I'd be surprised if Houston scores off Ohtani at all. Fire Sports got burned on the Stros yesterday, but hit the halves. Hey, man, not so bad. Your idea of getting burned, man, that's how you tell you're probably good at what you do. But when you're getting burned, you're coming out half and half. OPMG, Johnny doing an awesome job of teaching without talking down. Thank you so much. I'm a square, but learning a ton. Well, that nothing means more to us than that, right? We're actually helping people get better. And in fact, the thing more pleasing to me than like even hitting, and don't tell the subs this, even hitting, making money for subs, is watching people take the work and build from it. Because that's my love, right? That's what I really put the passion into, is to build. The process to build, the methodology, that's what I love so much about it. Yes, I wanted to produce results over the long term. But even a season is not it's not, it's what it is. You could just lose. Look at yesterday, right? Perfect example. Cubs F5 team total on the hook to hit the nice parlay. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ian Happ at the dish. Baby. We got this, right? We didn't get it. He didn't hit a fly ball far enough. Actually, Happ didn't get it done. He walked. That's when I felt like we were in trouble. It was second and third initially. Bellinger gets up, pops. It was not far enough. But Horner had got hurt coming around second, which was like the first Maloikia, right? You know, the evil eye was on us. Swapped him with Madrigal, who I thought was like fast. Don't talk bad about the family Madrigal. We don't talk about Nico. No. And then, of course, Madrigal looked like Alejandro Kirk bowling his way down the third base line. He got thrown out by a mile by a bad throw from Donovan. But the point being, it felt good to vent. Does that make me any smarter or dumber? Am I any better or worse of a handicapper because Madrigal didn't get in, or Donovan made a decent throw, or the third base coach sent him, or you know what I mean? Like, you just can't get too wrapped up in this stuff. Win-losses don't mean a lot in this business. I hate to break it to you because that's what everybody cares about. Too much, which should let you know, right? People generally are intuitive and stupid. Next up, Texas Texas Rangers. And Andrew Heaney going to Seattle, Pacific Northwest, to face George the Pickle. It's Mr. Kirby. He's been awesome. Haney, not so much, but it's exactly what you're going to get from Haney. Haney's like Haney. Haney's Haney, right? A bit surprised the K's a bit low. Not surprised the indicators are all really high. Not surprised the contact rate is too high. Not surprised it's a 16 fly ball, 12.5 barrel, right? It's been a rough go, and it's all righties. He is the lefty killer. I mean, if anyone ever decides to give up on Haney, he could be a dope, specialty reliever. Other side, Kirby, 311 whip, 311 ERA, 0.98 whip, 602 OPS. He's been excellent. My man has a 2% walk rate. I don't care about the strikeouts if that's the case. Right, first strike rate at 65, O-swing 37. Oh, bully metric. There's a reason. Certain hit rate. I needed to find that metric that spoke to us above strikeouts. Why? We love strikeouts. We love swing and miss, but there has to be more to life than that. Guys that get it done with the control. Kirby is that guy. The problem here is Texas. You really don't want to go up against Texas. Fade this one. If anything, Texas probably has a 1.5 team total. That's probably good. I know no one wants to go up against Kirby, but probably good. Texas has been awesome, just crushing. They're crushing right now. And it's lefties and righties, 339 minimum X1 with lefty-righty split. That's best in the big league. So they're probably the best balanced offensive team right now. The Seattle offense is in the freaking tank. Oh, my God. Julio Rodriguez looks despicable. It's really bad. They may drop him in the lineup. 219 average, 302 OBP, 29% K rate. That's worst in the big. So Haney might get the strikeout thing going. So I'm a bit worried. Heen Dog. Yeah, I know. Heen Dog bump day. I know. Who's going to get him, though? Who do you got, Far? Who do you like? Who's going to put it on? Who's going to put it on Heaney? This Seattle's been gross. I mean, maybe it's Teoscar against the lefty. I guess that's always like a – right? Is that always a good failsafe? The Carrot Teoscar is such a whiff, man. Oh, God, 37% K. He's whiffing like a monster right there. So, again, you're getting that in this day and age, right? The big sacrifice. Oh, man, yeah, I got nobody. I got Jared Kelnick again. But, I don't know, to go lefties, he just disappointed us yesterday, and he's, striking out. And we don't want to get too hooked up into downside. So I think I would let this one pass. Hold on, I got stuck there. I know there's definitely something, Jay. Hold on. There's definitely something in the basket there. Yeah, I guess it'd be the Seattle win. The Seattle win you could probably stick in the bag. Because the Texas bullpen is atrocious. Oh, my gosh. It's really bad. They got to fix this bad. Right, so Seattle, we know they're very good. Last 39 innings, 2.3 ERA, 1 flat whip. Texas, other side, 6 ERA, 1.5 whip, 42 fly ball, 8 barrel, 4 losses in that span, 2 weeks. Really bad. So I put Seattle in the – yeah, you know what? That's a good call. D-Rock, by the way, that's a really good call. He said France hit a dong last night, and home runs a lot of times are a sign of that, or the lift. I don't know how to explain it. He's healthy. Maybe he's healthy. Maybe he had a ingrown fingernail that is better. Maybe he had boogers in his eyes that he cleared out. And you know what? France might not be a bad play. Bring up the France total bases. I mean, listen, you're not going to get it in the stat line. He's been awful. But this is the other part about using sine waves. He's an awesome hitter. Everybody, me, myself included, chalking this guy for 28 home runs, 270 batting average. The guy comes out, first 100 plate appearances or whatever, 200 plate appearances, whatever stupid season is long right now. It gets me aggravated. Ty France, So it's only 31 left. So I want to get the whole season. Just give an idea. 150 plate appearances. Batting 264, 734, 743 OPS. Just a bit disappointing. But this is the spot that we want him in for plus 150. Give me Ty France with the total bases. Again, getting yourself involved with plus money bets like this that are in great spots is how you win in betting, because you keep your win percentage very low. All right, next up, Jay, let's skip right to the point. Miami F5. Give me Jesus Luzardo, the Jesus Lizard, my dude. We're going to just fast forward through this one. Cutting right to the chase. All right, cool. It was around even money. We're at minus 105. We'll take that. The other side is Brandon Pfaadt. Again, we want to be fading these rookies when we can. If we get stung, it'll be because the Arizona offense has been awesome. Miami, not so much. Though they're making a lot of contact. And they're not swinging and missing the things that Pfaadt is going to need. Right? He's really struggled with home runs. I know he had a great workload, was very good. And his career arc is probably going to be fantastic, right? Because people do this to me all the time also. I lost my train of thought with that water. I got give myself a little freeze. Anyway. Oh yeah, the home runs carrying over, going after these guys. And because I'm betting against him in his first and second career start, doesn't mean I don't like him. People do that all the time. Oh, Johnny doesn't like Pfaadt at all. No, he just bet him up to give up runs against a major league offense. I just view it a little bit differently. So I like Miami with the F5. Reason being the bullpen, it's blowout style here. I mean, the Arizona bullpen's been bad also, but I just don't trust the Miami pen. Not enough love on the full game. Although I will be honest, you probably hit it already, Jay, which is fine. If I could have a do-over in this life, I'd probably go with the full game. Reason being, Luzardo has a chance to go past 5. Pfaadt is just going to give you 5, right? The point being, I think Pfaadt's 5 and out. So let's say he's effective if you didn't hit the F5, Jay, I will take even money on the money line. If you already bet that 5, don't worry about it. If anyone is listening on the way home, you go for the money line. I think it makes sense. I post the other way this morning. Again, I believe in them both, the algo backs, but we want to validate our work. And sometimes you see something at 8 o'clock and it changes. It's not flip-flopping if you have objective, pertinent data, right? It's not flip-flopping. It's called critical thinking. Last game, I hate the Giants. Every time we seem to bet the Giants, they disappoint us. So again, we're just going to stick this one in the bin. Let's see how we did. My bid. So we got, okay, wait, it looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Jay, right, we get to 4. So it looks like Padres Twins over. I got Seattle. What was it says White Sox. Oh, yeah, White Sox win. Okay, it said parlay. My bad. I misread it maybe. So we're going to go Padres Twins over, White Sox ML, Seattle ML, and the San Fran full game run cover, right? So that's our 4-leg full game parlay. Put $2 on it, Jay. Again, remember, we're throttling. You want to go over it one more time? Padres Twins over, White Sox ML, Seattle ML, San Francisco full game run. Oh, Jason wants more likes. You heard it from Mr. Cooper. It's not going up without those likes. Come on, give me some cartoon fingers. I got plenty of room. I used one to wipe the snot from my eye. Man, all kidding aside, we really do appreciate you. We put the show on for free. And this is like the real talk, right? We put it on for free. It doesn't cost you nothing. Hopefully you get something positive out of it, even if you're fading me. And it costs you a cartoon finger. You know what I mean? And that's what brings this show back. That's what gets it going, because the watch to like ratio and the watch time algorithm. These things matter, absolutely matter. So everybody, please press the like button. It really, really matters to us. I hate to beg. I really do. And I'm begging. Because imagine losing the show. I've had this happen to me. And that's why I'm personally, because I'm you, right? I'm a degenerate and a content sponge. And I would listen and not support these shows. I wouldn't review, and I would lose them. And I hit up the hosts. What happened? And they said, well, no one support us. So let's recap, Jay. Did we get the likes we were looking for? Come on, baby. I can't see that stuff, so I'm begging blind. Let's recap it for everybody. Last 5 minutes. Jay's got it up. Okay. So from the very get-go, it's Tampa and the donkey bet of all donkey bets to to cover up the Orioles and Grayson Rodriguez. This was really the price because I think Grayson walks too much. His Tampa offense, not one to mess with. Next up, Toronto, those Bluebirds, over 4 flat. We're paying the juice because we're getting the 0-4. I don't want to say I don't want the 4.5, but think about the difference in scoring a run. Tremendous. Seriously. To the Bronx we go. Yankees in Oakland going over 8.5. Again, worth the juice to not get the 9. In that same game, Rizzo goes over 1.5 bases. Over to Atlanta, Matt Olson versus Nick Pivetta. Give me Matt Olson over 1.5 total bases. That's like plus 115, plus 120. You'll get that somewhere in there. Next up, it's my favorite bet to lose. Cubs run line at plus 165. Yes. I mean, I'm taking those. I love them. Then it's my boy Framber and Gotani. We're going F5 U4. Do not go under 3.5. That I don't do. Then we go to Seattle and Ty France. To pick on Andrew Heendog, bump day, get at me. Over 1.5 total bases. That's plus 150. I mean, this guy is, I just want to confirm, like batting second every day. He bats second every single day. That's Ty France. Again, they have the team total. The game total is low because of Kirby, not because we don't think Seattle's going to score. So I think we get the extra PA with the lineup spot. We should get 5 licks at this. So give me France. Was that the last one? And then the parlay, of course. $2 on it. $2 make you holla. That's correct, Jay. SF run line, my friend. Bet 2 on it. Plus 830. So it's a plus 830 full game run line. Full game parlay, excuse me. White Sox, Seattle. Padres and Twins to go over. And San Francisco to finally cover up those stinky Nats. And Patrick Corbin, who I think's been pitching well, and I just got to fade the hell out of Patrick Corbin. He sent me to Disneyland before, and I'm not giving up on that. So that will do it for today's show. Call to the Pen HQ, part of Hammer Betting Network. Rate, review, and subscribe. Hit us up on Twitter at Call to the Pen HQ, at John Laghezza. 24 cents a day gets you to betting work, algo, SP ranks, and play team totals. Hitting stats. It's so ridiculous. I should have charged more. That's all good, man. I like to give. I'm a giver. And I think we've given all that we've got. So thanks so much to the crew. 89D Rock, Michael K, Fire Sports, Insight, Damani. Caught you, baby. I see you. We really do appreciate you guys, man. It means the world. It really does mean the world to us. You take your time out to chill with us, and hopefully you're having fun, but also we're adding some value to the day. So, thank you for picking up what we're putting down. Enjoy the day, and when we're done with the book, enjoy that pay. Remember, when you work this hard, it feels a lot less like luck. We'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.